You stupid fool. Did you really think you gonna hit me? Huh? Bam, bam, bam. Over.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Dana White was really fired up and pissed off because Oscar De La Hoya surprised Dana White by actually calling him up, Golden Boy at least, they called him up and they asked if they could get permission to play the live UFC 244 event, at least the main event with Nate Diaz. Golden Boy and DAZN, they delayed the main event with Canelo versus Kovalev because they knew it was somewhat of a conflict. Obviously, they would lose views if they were trying to go up head to head with UFC. But Dana White is pissed off because he told Oscar from the get, don't try to put your card up against our card, putting it up on the same day. But regardless, Oscar did it anyway. So Dana White, he showed his disdain for Oscar De La Hoya. This is what he had to say about the whole situation. Quote, "You guys know how I am. I fucking hate Oscar De La Hoya. He's a scumbag, a snake. I told him not to go on this night. He did what he wanted to do, and here we are. I respect Canelo and all the other fighters and guys who participate in the sport of boxing. And we got worked out yesterday to where fans could see the other fights. He didn't do any of that. You think the idiot did that? He did none of that. It was much smarter people that surround him that started to do stuff. It wasn't that moron. He's an asshole. How much can I prove myself that this guy is an asshole and a complete fuck up? Right up to this fight, everything he's done, I used to help the guy promote his fights, go on social media, say I'm watching. Then we did Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather. He tells people not to watch. Who does that? He says it's a disgrace to boxing. Then he says he wants to fight McGregor next. He's a snake, an all-around bad guy. He's a fucking weirdo too, just to top it off. The one thing I will say is, when it comes to Oscar De La Hoya saying or telling fans, don't watch the Mayweather versus McGregor fight, and then turns around and calls out McGregor, that's equivalent to your friend telling you, hey man, that girl that you're talking to, you don't want to talk to her. She ain't no good. I'm telling you, you could do better, etc., etc., etc. And then you find out that he's trying to talk to her. This is pretty much what Oscar De La Hoya did when it comes to the Conor McGregor fight. This is why I always say professional boxers, they cannot regurgitate what they hear fans on the internet saying. Because when an internet fan says this ridiculous stuff, he remains anonymous. So he can't really be exposed as contradicting himself. People don't know who he is. But when Oscar De La Hoya says this, you're easily exposed because everyone knows who you are. I think it's pretty unbelievable that Oscar De La Hoya, he was able, or Golden Boy, they were able to actually play the main event of the UFC 244 before they put on Canelo versus Kovalev. This definitely rubbed Dana White the wrong way, even though he agreed to doing it. The fact that he told Oscar De La Hoya, don't try to put your card up on the same night as we put up this card, that's what I think bothered Dana White the most. But he still allowed them to do it. So, it is what it is. No love lost when it comes to Dana White, that's for sure. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.